Okay, 11 minutes past 5 o'clock. There's a lot of anger in this world, a lot of controversy, a lot of angst, a lot of stress, but there's also a hell of a lot of love and a hell of a lot of caring and compassion as well. And that's what this next story is all about, and how quickly our lives can change. 2 years ago, Janelle Pt1 and her husband Brett were living a dream life. Brett was an accountant, Janelle a personal trainer. They have two beautiful children, a 4-year-old daughter and now a 22-month-old son. But now Janelle has been told she has medically incurable cervical cancer. Janelle is 33. But Janelle and her husband Brett refuse to accept that her fight for life is over. And now an amazing group of people, many of whom don't even know her, are about to embark on something I think is pretty incredible, walking the Kokoda track to raise money to save Janelle's life. How's that? How fantastic is that? Now, Janelle, poor old Janelle's stuck in traffic. Brett's at home on the landline. Janelle's on her mobile. Good afternoon, guys.
Hi, how you going?
I'll start with you, Janelle. How are you going?
Getting there. Not too bad. Up and down. It's sort of a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, well, you've just been to Hawthorne, I understand, and you've been getting some treatment.
Yes. I just had a vitamin C infusion.
Okay, and what is that supposed to do?
Well, it's just supposed to help when you're going through treatment. I'm having my second lot of chemotherapy tomorrow, and it's just supposed to help with, your general well-being and raising your immune system and that kind of thing.
All right. Now, let's start at the start. It was a couple of years ago where you and Brett were living this lovely life on the Gold Coast. If I may say so, Brett, you've got a very good-looking wife.
Thank you. That's what everyone says.
Very, very pretty blonde. I was having a look at you on the... I haven't seen you, Brett, but clearly you're a handsome man yourself. Now, you were living on the Gold Coast where, Brett, you're an accountant, Janelle, personal trainer. You had a daughter and you were pregnant with your second child. Am I right?
Yep, that's right.
And you had a beautiful house close to the beach, sea views, drove a convertible, and then everything changed.
Yeah, it's quite a shock. I actually said just a week before everything happened how blessed I felt with our life, how even guilty I felt that everything was so perfect. And within sort of another week, everything had flipped around and you're just sort of living a dream, as I'd call it, but more like a nightmare, really.
Yes, so now this was at 38 weeks pregnant. Your obstetrician, I think, discovered a lump in your cervix?
Yeah, it had been a tough pregnancy and I'd had a little bit of bleeding throughout it, which was just put down to weird pregnancy things that happen. It was sort of never thought of anything else. And, she felt this lump and we had to have an emergency